you cool cats and kittens. It's Carole at Big Cat Rescue, and I was so entranced by this beautiful ocelot when I came by. I thought you guys might want to take a peek at her as well. It's like, I don't know about this. Okay, I'll leave you alone, girlfriend. She's not too people oriented. My intention was to go live with the meds person tonight, and I headed over there. My phone looks all callywampus here. Hang on a second. My intention was to go live with the meds person, and I walked over to food prep, and when I got there, I discovered 2 cameras were down, 2 of her live cameras, and I ended up spending like over an hour getting those things back online. So I'm happy that they're back online. I'm not happy about the fact that my camera is still crooked. All right, let's try again. Can't go through this whole thing being crooked. Hold on. Oh gosh. I am terribly sorry. Am I out of practice or what? Kathy, that's not a house, that's our gift shop. There is water everywhere, and oh my goodness, it's just been raining and raining and raining, and we actually had a tree fall down, and it took out the safety entrance to Nikita. Thankfully, there was no hole in the cage to where Nikita was. It was just the entrance part, and so they got that all fixed. But when the ground just gets so soggy, this is really messed up. When the ground gets so soggy, then the tree roots give out, and it really shows me anyway, just how dangerous it is to have these cats in cages, because our cages are very strong and we have people looking at them all the time, making sure that there's nothing wrong. I just don't know what's going on with this. And if something that bad can happen so quickly for us, imagine what's going to happen in some of these crappy little backyard zoos. Hey, you bobcats! Hi! I missed you guys. That's Moses and Bailey. Alright, I guess we're just going to have to be callywampus. Thank you for the welcome home. It was a wonderful trip. We went to Washington, D.C. and lobbied for the cats. Every 2 years, the Humane Society of the United States puts on a conference called Taking Action for Animals, and there's usually about 1,000 people. This year it was a little bit smaller. There was about 500 people there this year. But Jen and I were talking after the fact about how it was like the best 500. So when we did Lobby Day, there was actually more people that went to Lobby Day, and they asked for a show of hands for how many people had lobbied before, and almost everybody in the room had. And so these were people who are the real hardcore, gonna change the world kind of people that showed up for taking action for animals. We had some great meetings. Howie and I had a lot of our own meetings with our lobbyists and with different committees and different representatives than the Florida coalition. So I don't know quite how the Florida group did. I talked briefly in the airport with Jen, and she seemed to think things were really, really wonderful. So that was nice. Just gonna see if we could see Frankie while we're back here. Frankie, darling. Where are you, my darling? Oh, Diane, sorry to hear you getting rained on again. The weather here in Tampa looks exactly like the weather in D.C., except the whole time I was in D.C., I was getting these NOAA alerts. He must be in his den. For flash flooding, so I guess around D.C. it's more apt to flash flood than it is here in Florida where everything's so flat. There's water standing everywhere. Goodness gracious. Brittany says it's very hot in the UK. Sorry to hear that. I'm still not happy with the way my phone is sitting in here. Are you getting some great pictures for everybody?
I'm trying. I'm also I'm trying to rekindle my friendship with Smalls, so I just tried to take some food out to her. I let her sit there with it for a few. These two are being super adorable. I was trying to sneak up on them. Guys, roughhousing. And I had to show Gilligan my new bag.
Oh, the Gilligan bag. Oh my gosh.
The Gilligan bag.
That is beautiful. Is that from the group that just came in this morning? Jamie was showing me like cases of those that came in.
I actually haven't seen the ones that came in yet today. I ordered this on my own because I got impatient. Along with my Keisha towel.
Oh.
What are you two doing? So submissive.
I'm gonna tackle your belly. I don't know what all types Jamie got for the gift shop, but she said they were two-sided, and the one that she showed me was, it's a backpack like Brittany was just wearing. It's got Manny, big nice close-up shot of his face on one side and then more of his whole body on the other side. So I'm guessing that's what she did with other cats, where she did like a close-up and a far-away shot. But I didn't go through the whole box to know. Deb, thank you for posting that link. Sheena, I'm not sure who you're talking about. There was a bobcat named Little Dove, and there was also a bobcat named Little White Dove. Both of them have since passed. Stephen Gilligan. The Sheriff's Association just put out their magazine, and there was a great article in it about all of those cats that we rescued from the Kansas rescue. Gilligan, and Skipper, and Ginger, Marianne. This is Nala Serval. Just had to give me a hiss as I went by. I also just got a call from somebody who is a realtor who just witnessed one of the houses that he was showing, somebody keeping a bobcat in the basement, and I'm pretty sure, I gotta check when I get back to my desk, but I'm pretty sure it's not illegal. So he was going to see if he could talk the owner out of the cat. Hopefully he will be able to do that, and I told him we would pay for the vet visit and the health certificate and the import to Florida if he's able to secure the release of that cat from the owner. I'm guessing, since the cat's being kept in the basement, it's not a fun toy anymore, and the guy's probably going to be pretty happy to get rid of it. We'll see. Are you going to chase something, Nala? Oh, yeah. I'm stalking. Stalking. Looks like Tonga left some food. I can't believe that cat left any food behind. Marilyn, she is gorgeous and extremely active. She's always a busy serval. I never met one that wasn't hissy. No, she's not pregnant. She's a little on the fudgy side though. Our vets work with our staff to try and keep the cats in the best possible weight. Look at you back there, speaking of best possible weight. But it can change really quickly, and so we're always having to monitor their diets and revise how much they're being fed. It changes a lot depending on the cat's age and how hot or cold it is. When it's cold, they eat a lot more. When it's hot, they eat a lot less. And so it's an ever-going process or an ongoing process to try and keep them at their optimal weights. Oh, I got bit. Hey there, Miss. Whoops. Miss Natalia. This is Natalia. She's an Amur leopard. Yeah, what have I got? Oh, what is this? Say, what good is it? There's no food attached. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, Deb, there's a lot of water standing. As you can see, the water is where the people are. There's a big pond that we dug out right there so that the water drains from the cages to the little pond. And then you can see the walkway gets pretty muddy, but where the cats are is nice and dry. Don't want to get your paws wet. Do not want wet paws. Yeah, it is muggy and it's 88 degrees, but I like it warm. When Brittany said she was having to make up to Smalls, Smalls is on Funcation, which should be fun. That's what it's called, it's Funcation. It's 22,000 square feet where every 2 weeks a different cat gets to go out in that space and have all that space under roof there to themselves. But Smalls was a little flipped out over that. She's like, there's leopards for neighbors. And there are leopards for neighbors, but they're a long way away. And she should be able to figure out by now, nobody as a neighbor can come anywhere near you. Are you sunning yourself, Beecher? That last little bit of sun for the day? Katie, I am walking. Sorry if it's too jumpy. Try to zoom all the way out when I'm walking so that are we back? There's a call from Jamie, so I'll have to go pretty soon. She said it wasn't an emergency, but I know she's got an awful lot going on right now. I was wearing my Sundari tank top from catrescue.biz. Hi, everybody. And every time I go by a mirror, it makes me think of Sundari. So I gotta come say hello to you, my lovey. It's my sweet lovey. Oh, yeah. What you doing there, old gal? Sundari's over 20 years old. Can you make the funny face like you did on the shirt? Yes, that's the funny face. That's the one. That's the one. Don't roll off of there, crazy cat. Come over here. She won't roll backwards. Thank you for posting the link to her. They're giving you lots of hearts, Sundari. Oh, they are. Cameron is an old cat. Their mane usually comes in, it starts coming in about 1.5 years, 2 years. And he had a beautiful mane, absolutely spectacular mane, but he's been neutered, and that's why he has no mane now. So I think he's like 18 years old, so it's not coming back. The manes are testosterone driven, so after they're neutered, they don't have manes. But we don't believe in breeding cats for life in prison, so that's why he is neutered. Gail, she does need rails on her platform. The only thing is, we've actually thought about that in the past, but the thing that stops us from doing it is we're just afraid that they'll trip over them and then really hurt themselves. Yeah, you're being silly. You're being so silly. Alright, girlfriend. I gotta go find out what Jamie needs. I just wanted to say hello to everybody, and I'm back. Thank you so much for holding down the fort while I was gone. Oh, you know what? One of the things that made me so happy in the lobbying that we did yesterday is when we would go into the different offices and say, hi, we're from Big Cat Rescue, and they would always tell us how wonderful our supporters were, and that our supporters call them all the time about the Big Cat Public Safety Act, which is H.R. 1818 and Senate Bill 2990. And this is the first time I've ever heard that. So it means that your calls are really making a difference, and I so appreciate the fact that you guys are doing that. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye, Sundari.